Hey guys, and welcome back on my YouTube channel. In today's video we're gonna discuss about a topic or a question that a lot of you requested or asked, and it's basically which epic heroes you should keep for the Tower of Marks. Now, I did my tier list in the Google spreadsheet. Again, the link is in the description. I did note the heroes that are epic and I think are great in the Tower of Mark, but I really think, and you made me realize it needs a bit more attention and explanation. So let's jump quickly into the Tower of Mark and let's see what do we need in terms of buff, debuffs, etc. So I already did a video about Tower of Mark on different bosses, but let's just recap it really quick. So first of all, we're gonna have the invisible guy who revives. Now here in terms of epic, there isn't much that you actually gonna need. Any legendary epic that does AoE damage or applies debuffs on all of the enemies will be great for this boss. So nothing really specific. However, if we check this one, which is the heal boss, there is a lot of epic heroes that you're gonna need not a lot of epic heroes, but you're gonna need heroes that apply severe wound or heal block, or generally speaking, single target nukers. Now, since there's a lot of legendaries in terms of single target nukers, the only epics I would advise to actually keep is the severe wound or epics that apply heal block, in other words. And then the other one also that we're gonna need is, I don't think it's this one. No, this one is pure damage. You don't need any special epics for that. This is the shield. So this one, there are some epics that you're gonna need, and it's basically epics that will remove buffs, because buff is also a shield and you're gonna basically need to remove it to either do damage directly to the boss or to be able to apply dots. As you know, if you have Amelia Hezonja, you will have a very hard time against this boss, because whenever he has his shield, he's resisting all the debuffs. So having an epic hero that takes off the shield will really help you out. And those are the best epics to actually keep. So if we go back into the gallery, what I am talking about. So in the gallery, first of all, we're gonna go mark by mark and we're gonna check both heroes, which is first of all removal. Now in terms of the removal, we don't have anything in terms of epic for the rigged mark. Now yes, we have Ruin, and yes, he removes here. He will steal, which is kind of removal, an attribute buff. However, attribute buff is not a shield. Attribute buff is increased attack, increased defense, increased speed, etc, etc. You won't be able to steal the shield with his S1, so overall he's not needed. Now if I'm not mistaken, he doesn't remove anything with anything else. No, yeah, it's literally removing just attribute buffs. And again, since you cannot remove a shield with it, he's just useless. So unfortunately, to remove the shield, you're only gonna have to rely on legendary or mythic heroes. However, in the red section, we're gonna have some heroes, epic heroes, who will apply heal down. So heroes like, for example, Justy, he has a chance to inflict fear and severe wound on all of his attacks. So he's actually really good for the boss, and not only Tower of Mark, he will be also very good for the Dwarven dungeons for the Gwyneth. Inflicting this heal block will be literally mandatory at a high level Gwyneth, and it will also be mandatory if you don't have basically single target nukers for the boss that heals. So for example, me who has only Okmin and Serena, I literally cannot pass the boss because I don't have a heal block, and since I'm attacking on AoE, everyone constantly heals. So you're gonna have to at least have a heal block if you don't have single target nukers. Another very good also hero is Maguire. Now the only problem with Maguire is that yes, he will apply the severe wound on his passive, but only when he has a shield. And the only thing you can actually rely on is his ultimate, but it's a 4-turn cooldown, and he will also apply the severe wound, but again it's a 4-turn cooldown. So between Maguire and Justy, I think Justy is kinda better, but then Maguire, if you're missing support into the red Tower of Mark, is also good because you're also gonna apply shield on your allies. So it really depends. If you have the supports in the red tower, go for Justy. If you don't have the supports, go for Maguire. And that's it. That's literally the only heroes I would keep for the Tower of Mark that are really mandatory at a certain point. Now, this is again if you don't have the legendaries, right? If you have the legendaries, there is literally zero reason why you should keep those epic heroes. Now, let's go to the blue mark. So, in terms of the blue mark, we only have B-Sedan. However, B-Sedan only applies inferior severe wound, if I'm not mistaken, and it's like the 40% is not that much. You won't be able to block enough of heal if you only do AoE damage. So again, B-Sedan for me is just PvP and not really Tower of Mark. Now yes, keep it, generally speaking, because he's a beast in PvP, but he won't really help you on Tower of Mark. However, if I'm not mistaken, we have Norma. Norma got nerfed, let's be honest. She had a 100% chance to remove a buff before the nerf. Now it's only a 40% chance, but it's basically her S1. So every single turn you have a 40% chance to remove the buff. And since you don't lose a key as you lose, you can just basically restart infinite time till you basically gonna get lucky with the 40% chance. So Norma is for sure a hero to keep in the blue tower. She's not only a support, but she's also very good against the boss that basically will apply the shield. But then again, this is only if you don't have Nashakma. Nashakma, his ultimate is completely broken. Not only he gonna remove, but steal the buffs as, like, for example, shields. So again, if you have Nashakma, you don't gonna need Norma. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, you don't have anything here. So yeah, that's basically it. Then we go for the green one. In terms of removal, what do we have? Sorry. In terms of green one, we don't have any epic heroes. And in terms of severe wound, we have 2. Now, I think Deschanel is an amazing hero. Regardless if it's for Tower of Mark, I would still keep her, and I mention it in any of my epic tier lists or whatever. Her S2 is just, I think right now, maybe Horus is now better. So if you have Horus, you don't really need her. But still, her S2 is amazing, especially if you have exclusive one, which is a guaranteed severe wound. And on top of that, she will also give you the support, 10 meter increase, etc. So overall, the Chanel is an amazing epic hero that I really recommend to keep. However, Shapofit, again, same as Bisidan, he only applies inferior severe wound. If you don't have exclusive or you don't have him, exclusive, I really don't recommend keeping him. For me, his food, like inferior severe wound is really not enough. You really need severe wound to actually consider keeping a hero. Therefore, the only hero for the green one that you're gonna need will be the Chanel. Now again, this is if you don't have, for example, no, that's actually it. Because she applies inferior. Yeah, she only applies inferior. So yeah, actually for the green tower, Deschanel is not only the best epic, but the best hero you're actually gonna have. So again, Deschanel 100% keep her. She is amazing. Now for Tower of Mark, Force of Mark, we're gonna have a few heroes that apply severe wound. Now I think Pacino, whatever, he only applies inferior. Yeah, there you go. However, Sadora, she inflicts a severe one on her ultimate and also an inferior one on her S1. So whenever you're gonna put the severe one and then you have to wait for turns, in the meantime you're still gonna have the inferior one that you can apply. So same for Sadora, I would also keep her. I also think she's a great hero. She can also help you for Gwyneth as well. So overall, Sadora, for sure keep her up. Now Cappuccino, not that much. In terms of removal, in terms of removal, we don't have anything. Again, Walter is the same problem as Gruen. You only gonna steal one attribute buff and not any buff. So again, you won't be able to steal the shield. Now, yes, you can completely destroy the turn meter of the boss. But do I really recommend him? Like, there is just way better for me than him. So it's really up to you. Personally, I would not recommend keeping Melter. He can help you overall, but I think there's just way better than him. So personally, for the Force Mark Tower, the only one that I would recommend keeping, and that might help you, is Sadora. Now, the only thing that I would also mention is support heroes. So as you know, not every mark have enough of support in terms of legendaries. Like for example, Force Mark. Like I mean, if you have Force Mark Aladdin, Alahan, that's it. You're done. You're gonna have basically someone who removes shields but also heals you in some sort of way. But what other epics? Obviously, Liz, amazing epic hero that you're gonna need as well. She will just help you everywhere. And Eden also might actually help you. Eden also might be good, but again, I don't really like if you have Liz, I don't think you're gonna need Eden. And I don't see any other like yeah, I think for the Force Mark, the only epic heroes that I would really recommend to keep is Liz and Sadora. Yeah, actually that's the only one I would really recommend. Because any other epic heroes, all they're gonna give you is damage. But literally any legendary from Force Mark has damage. So it's not something you have to keep. And by the time you're gonna get to a point when you can build an epic hero for Tower of Mark, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have at least one or two legendaries that will make the job. So again, Liz and Sadora are the only epic heroes that I would actually keep for the Force Mark. And you're also gonna get eventually Luna, so even Liz will at one point become useless if you have Luna. In terms of the green mark, quickly, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah, I think the Chanel is the only one. You're gonna get space for free anyway, so you're gonna have the support. So there is not much that I would like really recommend. Arya, like you have so many legendaries that could do the job in terms of damage. So there is not a need for epic heroes. So yeah, the Chanel would be the only one that I would keep for the Green Tower of Mark. And the space, I really like him though. Maybe Kaedo as well, just to increase this. Basically, he will. But this is shield only. No, healed effect as well. So since he will also increase healed effect, if you're missing a little bit of support with your space only, Kaedo can help you because not only he gonna apply some shields, he gonna stun some enemies, but overall he will just increase all the healed effects you have on your team. So maybe Kaedo and the Chanel. Okay, Kaedo and the Chanel are actually the only one I recommend in green. Then we go to blue mark. Blue mark. So we have Norma. Maya is an amazing hero, and I think that's the best support you have actually in blue, no? If we take the legend... you have Guhana though. Guhana... But Guhana is not easy to get. So yeah, Maya for sure. I would keep Maya. Frey is also amazing. Now he doesn't remove the shield, but he will destroy the shield. So yeah, Frey for sure. You can also keep him for the blue one. He's also very good. So in terms of epics for the blue, I recommend Norma, Frey, and Maya. Leuf can also kind of help you. Like if you don't have any good damage dealers, Leuf can help you just because of her HP burning. Now the problem is in some cases he is AoE damage. I think this might hit... No, it's a single target. It's not random, right? No, two random enemies. So this might be an issue for the boss when you cannot AoE. But yeah, okay, so for me, I think for the blue one, the only one I recommend to keep is Leuf, Norma, Maya, Frey. Those are the best heroes in terms of blue mark. Then we go to the red one. Obviously, we have Wim. Wim is just great. Justy is also amazing. Now again, if you have Catherine, you will not need Wim. It will be just a waste of space. So Wim, yes, but if you have Catherine, then no. Justy for sure to put that heal block. Him also, why not? If you don't have HP burn on any good damage and you're lacking damage, his HP burn might help you. So Mochka also something you can consider. Maguire, again, if you have Justy and then Maguire, and if you have Catherine, but Honestly, Maguire would work even better if you have Wim or Catherine, because you have a higher chance to apply the severe wound if you have a shield. So again, Maguire, Justy, yeah, I would also recommend them. And that's kind of it. Yeah, that's it. So we have Maguire in terms of epic, Machka, Justy, and Wim. And those are the only epic heroes I would keep for the Red Tower of Mark. So yeah, guys, I won't make this video any longer. I just hope you understand which hero you should keep and why. I'm not saying this just because that's my opinion, but that's actually the mechanics and the skills that the hero have that are actually useful. Like the other heroes, I'm not saying you shouldn't keep them because that's my opinion. No, it's you shouldn't keep them because they are completely useless in this case. And by the time you're gonna be able to build those epic heroes just for that tower, there's a very high chance you're gonna get at least one or two legendary heroes to do the damage. But yeah, guys, it was your boy Troll. I hope the video helps you out. And so yeah, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.